Fight between Keyshawn Davis and Edwin Santos has been canceled, and this is all the fault of Keyshawn Davis, man. Even though Edwin Santos and his team decided to not take the fight for the obvious reasons, man. Now I had some time to really look at the situation. It kind of looked like what Keyshawn Davis was planning to do was a few things, I think. Number one, all that stuff about him fighting Abdullah Mason was all bullshit, because I had pointed that out. The day before the weigh-in, he's talking about fighting Abdullah Mason, and then he turned around after he misses weight and says that the De Los Santos fight was going to be his last fight at 135 anyway. So, double talking out the side of his mouth. Two, he wasn't planning on staying at 135. The whole plan was to probably just get some kind of belt and then move up. All right, but I don't buy the whole he can't make weight thing, because he's been making weight perfectly fine. His last fight wasn't that long ago. He made weight, no problem. The fight before that, made weight, no problem. We ain't really hear much about him struggling to make weight, nothing. All of a sudden now he's struggling to make weight. I think what they were trying to do in that fight, I think they knew that Edwin De Los Santos was a possible threat, because even though he's been out for almost a couple of years, he still got that power, a great powerful jab. He's a strong dude, and he's probably the strongest fighter Keyshawn ever, with the most power, the most heaviest hitting dude that he has ever fought. So I think what they were trying to pull was like a Ryan Garcia move without the pads and minus Ryan worrying about Devin's power. Put it like that. I think they saw that Edwin was a heavy hitter. They didn't want to. They wanted to come in there with the weight advantage over him, so they can absorb some of those punches, and so they could possibly bully him and knock him out. And I think that's disrespectful, man. You know what I mean? You're supposed to make weight for 135. That's what the contract, the weight is. Not 139, man. That's very disrespectful to the sport. And before this, Keyshawn was up there on my list. I have to knock him down. You know, I don't like stuff like this at all. It doesn't make the boxer look good. He makes boxing look bad. He makes himself look unprofessional. You know, and he missed out on his own bag. You know, like, come on, man. Like, who does that? Then you have people, you in your hometown. You got to show up for your people in Norfolk. You're supposed to make sure that you make the weight. That's how I know this was all planned. It wasn't like he was a 137, 136. My man was 139. So, like, you telling me he couldn't try to burn 4 pounds? Nah, not at all. I don't believe it. And you know what I think? He was going to come in at 139. He was going to probably blow back up to maybe 150 something pounds, maybe even 160 in that ring, man. And we saw how small. I pointed that out a while ago when I first seen De Los Santos. I was like, bro, that dude looked drained, man. Look at his face, you know. So, and he still made the weight. So much respect to De Los Santos for that. Keyshawn, man, you fucking up, bro. You gotta get it together, homeboy. This ain't a good look. And now you saying going up to 140. I still think he whoops Frank Martin's ass. I would love to see him beat Frank Martin down. I would love to see that. But there's a lot of people up there that's going to be a real challenge for him. And maybe even Abdullah Mason could move up to 140 and fight him or something, after. Or maybe now Abdullah could fight for the vacant belt and then move up. And then, I don't know. If he want to be a unified, then don't move up. But if he want to just grab one strap, fight for a strap, win, go up and get the Keyshawn smoke at 140, maybe, man. But the fight ain't happening, y'all. And I was, whoever was betting on these fight, I'm pretty sure they got their money kicked back to him. But damn, if they was going to fight, pretty much that would have probably been an easy pick. I think Keyshawn, especially with the weight advantage, he probably would have ended up stopping Edwin De Los Santos, man. But anyway, let me know what you think, man. This Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all on the next one, and I'm off this.